I did it. All right, Jerry's Resharp, you're gonna have to send me some instructions on how to fold up my blades so I can store them away. I see stitches in my future.
Well, hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. My name's Lucas. We're sharing our hobbies here on 38 acres in eastern Kentucky, and today we're changing blades on the bandsaw mill. Now, putting on a new blade is a pretty straightforward process, but I figure if you're new to owning a sawmill, this might be something that's handy to see. Now, we recently partnered with Jerry's Resharp to try out some new blades. They sent us some Ripper 37s in a 7 degree, and then they sent us some Timberdog Platinums in 10 degree. We're going to start out with that Timberdog because I've not ran any 10 degree blades yet. And I can tell before even putting it on the mill, this Timberdog is a pretty tough blade. Now, the first thing you want to do before you put on your blade is make sure that the teeth are pointed the right direction. So you're going to make sure that they're actually pointed towards the right side of the mill if you're facing it the way that I'm standing right now. And many of the blades that I've received end up facing the wrong direction, and you just turn them inside out. It's pretty simple, but I'd recommend wearing some leather gloves when you do it. Now, the next thing you want to do is make sure that your blade is tracking properly. We've got a video coming up where we'll show the exact instructions on how to set your blade tracking. But basically, you just want to make sure the band wheels are set straight and just the tooth is sticking out past the band wheel.
Perfect.
And once you have your blade installed and tracking properly, you can go ahead and put this guard back in place, and it's just held there by a couple of bolts. And then finally, I'll fire up the engine and do a little test run before I actually start cutting, just to make sure that the blade stays tracking properly once it's ran up to speed.
Looks good. Looks good. Oh yeah, right on the money. I love it when a plan comes together. So I tried not to let on when I unfolded that blade earlier, but it hit me somewhere where you don't want it to hit you, and it hurt and took my breath away. So, y'all want to watch me try to fold one back up for the first time? Because I have no idea how. Probably about to get hurt. I probably should watch a video. Seems like, you know, YouTube might have something on this. I think there's a reason why when I get my Chinese blades, they're all just condensed down like this. I ain't got nothing yet. If that would swing around, nah, boy, I tell you. Well, there it is. That didn't work. Let me look at theirs. How in the world? All right, Jerry's Resharp, you're gonna have to send me some instructions on how to fold up my blades so I can store them away. I see stitches in my future. Oh, looky there. Looky there. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video so I can figure out how I did it. I did it. I better find a zip tie. I wasn't gonna do it without gloves though. Not trying to figure it out. Well, that's pretty exciting. All right, I'm gonna put this blade away because it's got some life left in it. We only did 3 logs with this. This is the stock MacMax SM32 blade. It's not anything amazing, but it was cutting decent. So I'll keep it around in case I need one. You know, I have a log with metal in it or something, I might throw it back on. All right, so we just put on a new Timberdog Platinum 10-degree blade. Be sure and come back next time so you can see it in action.
We hope you enjoyed today's video, watching us putting a new blade on the MacMax SM32. Till next time, get outside and enjoy God's creation because it's beautiful out here. Y'all have a good day.